Do you want to buy houses without using banks, credit, or a pile of cash? Then you need to learn this powerful strategy that I've used for years to buy properties. Even when I was broke, it's called subject to investing. And I'm going to break it all down on just one sheet of paper so even a fifth grader can understand it. Champ, I've been an entrepreneur since ninth grade in high school and a real estate investor since 2006. And all that time, I've never borrowed money from a sticky banker or held a resume job. Today's lesson, is how to buy properties without ever going to a bank by stepping into the seller's shoes and taking over their payments. Let's break this down visually, step by step, and without the fluff, using just one sheet of paper. Let's start with how a traditional real estate deal works. Imagine this: a buyer, let's say you, find a house you love, but you don't have $300,000 sitting around in your sock drawer. So what do? You go to a bank. The bank says, sure, I'll lend you the money. After they check your credit, tax returns, income, job history, blood type, social security number, and probably what you ate for lunch. If they approve you, the bank wires the money to the title company, which then hands the money over to the seller. In exchange, the seller gives you the deed and the keys, and now you own the house, but the bank owns your soul. You're now in 30 years of debt slavery with interest payments stacked sky high. That's the conventional path and what I call the debt trap game. Now let's flip that whole thing on its head. Let me show you how I buy houses without banks, using a strategy called subject to. This is what I teach in my advanced trainings, and this is how I've done dozens of real estate deals with little to no money down. Here's the idea on one sheet of paper. Let's say I find a homeowner, someone who's motivated. Maybe they're behind on payments, going through a divorce, relocating, or dealing with a health crisis. They don't want the house anymore, but they already have a mortgage. So instead of going to a bank, I go directly to the seller and say, hey, I'll buy your home. I'll make your monthly payments. You deed me the property and I'll take care of it. That's it. No banks, no credit checks, no piles of paperwork. They already have a mortgage in place and I'm not paying it off. I'm just taking over the existing payments. That's what subject to means. The deal is subject to the existing loan. I get the deed, the loan stays in their name, I make the payments, I step into their financial shoes and solve their problem, and in return, I get ownership. You might be thinking, Mike, this sounds illegal, sketchy, risky. Nope, this is 100% legal. It's written right into the HUD-1 settlement statement. Check out line 203 through 205. It'll say, subject to existing loan. Plain and simple. Real estate attorneys use this strategy. Title companies process it. I've personally done deals like this in Texas, Florida, and other states, and I've taught students across America how to do the same. I'm not an attorney, I'm not your financial advisor, but this is how I've bought houses and built a business, starting from nothing. This is the part most newbies miss, because life happens. People fall behind on payments, they lose jobs, they inherit houses, they go through divorces. Sometimes sellers are weeks away from foreclosure, and a subject to deal is their only lifeline. They can save their credit, avoid foreclosure, get out from under a burden, walk away without paying thousands, and you, the investor, get a house, often with built-in equity without using your own money or credit. It's a win-win. Quick story, real deal I did. Let me give you a real example. A few years ago, I found a seller behind on payments by 3 months. He was 2 weeks from losing the house to foreclosure. The house had a $130,000 mortgage and was worth around $155,000. I gave him $1,000 moving money. I took over his payments. He deeded me the house. Boom. I owned the property. No bank loan, no credit pull. Later, I sold it for a $100K plus profit. That deal changed my life, and I've repeated that process over and over again. But here's the truth. You can't start with subject to investing until you learn how to spot motivated sellers and how to negotiate win-win deals. And that's exactly why I created, the new flip. This is the smartest way to start flipping and make money today. I designed the new flip to teach you negotiation, hustle, and how to spot deals in real life by flipping everyday stuff like bicycles. It's how I made my first money while learning skills that helped me crush it in real estate. Learn how to find deals, negotiate like a pro, make $100, $300, $600 profit in a weekend, get the confidence to level up to real estate. Grab it now at thenewflip.com. Number 2, REBOOT. This is my personal mindset reset for hustlers who feel stuck, overwhelmed, or like they're spinning their wheels. If fear or procrastination is keeping you from talking to sellers, taking risks, or launching your hustle, then REBOOT will help you rewire your brain to take massive action. Break past fear, rewire your thinking, start dominating your day. Start your reset now at myrealestatedojo.com/reboot. If you want to go deeper, I offer one-on-one help through my coaching program. I'll teach you exactly how to find motivated sellers, structure creative deals, and buy houses without using your credit or a bank loan. You'll get private coaching calls with me, access to my best-selling courses, my full library of real-world deal breakdowns, and support to help you do your first or next deal. Visit myrealestatedojo.com to apply. Always remember, you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and twice as beautiful as you'd ever imagined. Rumi. Don't take no for an answer. Much love and peace. This is Mike with My Real Estate Dojo. I'll see you in the next video.